Hello everyone, thanks for joining in. Today we will discuss how to telnet via Python script. So this will be our topology. This is router 1 and this will be our laptop. So let's take the console of router 1. So here we can see we have configured the IP 192.168.65.131 on interface G1 by 0. So let's enable telnet here. Line BTY 0 space 4 login local and we have to create one username and password. So username is Rahul. We are giving privilege 15 and password is Baranwal. Okay, so let's try to telnet with putty, but yeah, later we will do with Python script. So let's copy the IP address and paste here. We will select a telnet and we'll do apply. So here we can see that we are getting a login prompt. That means it's working. But yeah, we can put here username and password. So yeah, now we are in router 1. So now let's move on the our Python script. So before that, we want to discuss the function type in Python. So there are two main types. First one is built-in function and second one is additional library. So built-in function, actually this is enabled by default. So example of built-in function is input, print and many others, right? And additional library, actually these are those functions that are not enabled by default because very few people use that type of functions like telnet functions and many others. So our Python script is going to start from here. So we are giving in the first line that we want to import telnet function from telnet library. So we want to enable this telnet function so that we can perform the telnet script here. So this is the command from telnet library import telnet, right? So our next line is rb is equal to input, enter the command. So here rb is the variable. So we can put anything in place of rb like a b c whatever you want. Okay, after that we are using input function that we already discussed in the last lecture. So that signifies that it allows the user to print something on the screen. So we want to print enter the command on the screen, and when it will ask me to enter the command, so we will type the command that we want to see the output. Suppose we are working in one networking industry and our boss says that from this router we want the output of so running configuration, swipe, interface brief, so interface status. So first when it will ask me to enter the command, so we will type our command and we'll get the output. That part will be seen after execution of this script. Okay, so our next line is yt is equal to telnet 192.168.65.131. So yt is also variable like rb and it's asking to telnet router IP. Okay, so this yt can also be anything. It's not mandatory to put yt here. You can put a b c whatever you want. Okay, so our next line is yt dot write b rahul backslash n. So yt is our variable that refers to telnet this router IP. But here write is a special function of telnet program that send information to the connection. And what is connection here? Connection is yt that refers to telnet this router IP. After that, b rahul backslash n. So as we know that Rahul is our username. Okay, and b B actually is a ASCII format that router understand. So we are converting this string into ASCII format so that our router can understand that we are sending the information Rahul. Okay. So first when we will do telnet any IP, it first asks me to put the username, right? So when we apply the username, then we apply here enter, right? So we are doing same thing here. We have type Rahul here and then we used \n. So \n signifies that means hit enter. We already discussed in the last lecture, and n means new line. So we have written here \n, so it will automatically move to new line. So after putting the username, as we know, it asked me to write the password. So as we know that our password is Baranwal. So this is the same line yt.write. Let me explain once again. Yt is our variable and write is a special function of Telnet program that send information to the connection. So what is connection here? Connection is Yt that refers to Telnet this router IP. Okay. And B is converting the string into ASCII format so that our router can understand. So after putting Baranwal, we want to hit enter. So that's why we used here \n. Okay. Now our next line is yt.write b inverted comma terminal length 0 and \n and then inverted 0 inverted comma and then our bracket close. So why we are using this command terminal length 0? Suppose we are in router 1 and we want to get the output of show running configuration. So when we will hit enter here, so here we can see we will not get the output in one shot. So we'll have to apply here a space bar again and again to get the complete output. We want to get the output in one shot. So that's why we have used here terminal length 0 and this is our string. So we want to convert this string into ASCII format so that our router can understand. That's why we are proceeding with letter B. Okay, after that \n. So after typing terminal length 0, we want to move on second line. Okay, now our next script line is yt.write that we have already understand. Now rb.encode ASCII. So here we can see rb is our variable and here we have converted string into ASCII format via letter B. But here rb is our variable. So if we want to convert variable into ASCII format, we have to use the keyword encode ASCII. Okay, plus b \n. So here \n is our string. That's why we are proceeding with letter B, right? So this command signifies that we want to write, enter the command here, and after that move to second line. Here we have written here yt.write b exit. So that signifies that we want to go outside from the console. This line signifies that to save all the YT data in the buffer memory. That means whatever we did from telnet till exit to save all the data in the buffer memory, and it asking the Python to read all the data and decode from ASCII format in the readable format. And in the last, we are just giving the thanks comment. So let's apply this script. So before that, we'll have to save this script in py format, telnet dot py format. So this file in the desktop. So let me open that. Here we can see from telnet library import telnet. We are importing the telnet function from telnet library. and we want to type enter the command so that we can put here our command to get the output. And we are telnet here our router IP. We are typing our username Rahul and password is Baranwal, and here yt.write terminal length 0 to get the output in one shot, and rb.encode s key plus b. So we want to here type this rb, that is our enter the command. After login into the router, we want to go outside from the console by exit command, and we want to save all the yt data in the buffer memory, and we want to read that and decode all the ASCII data into readable format, and in the last we want to give the thanks comment. So this is the script, and we have saved in telnet.py as I said. So let me open the cmd. So here we'll have to give the path of that file. So we have opened from here, we will go in desktop. So here we can see that this file is saved in py file, and we will select the path here. We will go in cmd and paste here. Now after that we'll have to type here python and our file name .py. Hit enter. Now here we can see it's asking me to type the command. So we will apply here show run because we want to get the output of show running configuration. So hit enter. So here we can see we are getting the output in one shot, right? Now we will apply once again command python telnet.py. We want to get the output of show IP interface brief. So this is the output we can match with our console session. This is our console session. So here we can see G1 by 0 interface is configured with 192.168.65.131. This is the IP that is taken from DHCP server, and all the other interfaces is unassigned, right? So I hope folks you have learned something new today. In the next lecture, we will go deep in the Python. So till the next video, I am signing off. Take care.